Live.
All right.
I want to welcome you guys to the new and improved, I would say, IFC.
All right.
I want to welcome you guys to the new and improved, I would say, IFC.
All right.
I want to welcome you guys to the new and how things go here tonight. I want to introduce people that are here with me. I'm Torpedo, of course. Thimble, sometimes I'm known as. I have with me Arkan, the notorious founder of the IFC himself, allegedly. I have Bader, reputed neutral spokesperson of the server. LSRP veteran, father of two. I have Feodor. You all know Feodor, right? I don't have to introduce him, right?
Yeah!
There's probably not a single person besides maybe Raw Rats that don't know who Feodor is.
I don't know Feodor.
If you guys don't mind, I want to get right into it. If you guys don't mind.
Yeah, let's get fucking into it, bro. I got some shit to talk.
So as you guys know, there's a lot of pillars of roleplay in the server. Like there's white RP, Sereno roleplay, we have Asian roleplay, white roleplay, black roleplay. Yes. But there's one specifically that had some interesting events happen recently, and that is, of course, La M. Now, Feodor, I know you're very opinionated about La M, being the founder of the Black Car. Do you have any thoughts you want to share with us about La M?
La M is trash. Let me tell you why. This is not a fucking joke.
It gets into it, dude.
This is not for banter, and I'm not trying to slander anybody, right? I'm not trying to slander anybody. Yes, your screenshots looks good, but if you fucking go in the front lines and roleplay with these guys, it's an embarrassment, right? Back when Vindus was leading La M, and if the Black Car tried to war La M, we wouldn't have standed a fucking chance. The Black Car single-handedly whipped La M. They didn't do shit.
I'm not really believing that. Bader, do you have any thoughts on that?
I don't know about that, Feodor. What about the scoreboard?
I really gotta say, I've seen a lot of pictures of dead black inmates.
Look. I've seen the screenshots.
Here's the thing.
Feodor, let Bader speak. Come on.
I've seen the screenshots from Feodor and from MA, and it looked brutal, right? I don't know who won, but I have to give it to. Hey, let me talk. I have to give it to them, bro. For a faction as big as them, I think they're doing pretty well.
Wait, what do you mean?
Like,
they're a very big faction, bro. So you know.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Bader.
Okay, go
ahead. claims to be the most powerful faction on the server, right? Okay. Why did we even have a fighting chance?
So what are you saying? The Black Car is weak?
No, I'm saying realistically, right? If they're
the best faction, how did they lose? I know what you're saying.
Sereno RP has become immune. It's almost equatable to Black RP at this point. We just, you know why?
Feodor, I have to say, Feodor, it's kind of weird that you vote the Black Car is better when it's simply based on how many bodies you've dropped, like the body count, DMing. You know,
No. I'm not basing shit on the body count. But if you go, I personally think the Black Car RP is better. But I will say this. It's a power projection. If you claim to be the most powerful, we should have been stopped in our fucking tracks, bro.
Do you know what power projection is?
has put Lime into the mud and no longer has respect within the community. Name one person that respects Lime. Name one person.
Me.
Bader here, yeah.
Bader's a cuckold. All right, Bader's a cuckold.
There we go.
Listen. Feodor, you're winding yourself up, Feodor.
Feodor does have a point.
Who fears La M? Back when Vindus was running it, I wouldn't have fucking dared. I don't. Fucking dared.
You know, he actually has. Actually, I want to segue here. Feodor has a good point there. Are there any leadership differences, in your opinion, Bader, as the Sereno here, between Vindus's leadership and Vulcar's?
Do you know what it is? I believe over time people get flustered out, people leave. Factions get weaker. But I'll give them credit where credit is due. They're doing pretty well for a faction that's been open as long as them, with as many members. They kind of run Sereno roleplay, no?
Well, they have to. That is their thing.
That is their given. Yeah, it's a given. Like, at the end of the day, man, I love Vulcar. He's a good fucking guy, but he's not doing a good job, man. He's fucking money. He's whoring the guns. Like, it's just disgusting what I'm seeing out of that faction.
Well, what's he doing that's not as good as Vindus, though? Like, what's he doing that's worse? Well, how is Vindus better?
Vindus put people around him that were fearful. What? Hood Call, to name one. Ryder, he's kind of a fucking idiot, but he's fearful. People fear Luis Espinoza.
Okay, so you need a history lesson. You need a history lesson. Ryder and Hookall were not around under Vindus in any capacity.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
They were never around in any capacity.
Vulcar donated
$1.
I did not switch on my friends becoming staff again.
Now. We killed
Thimble and CO tried to use I will not
you can tell he got to his car.
We killed a fucking Amero.
Which Amero did you kill? Which Amero?
Oh, the black car. The black car sucks. Dude, imagine killing an Amero during Vindus times. Are you fucking joking?
Hey guys, I want to introduce one of our backup hosts as well, who is here now. His name is Skip. I know if a lot of you guys know him. He plays Fuel Monday.
That's like an ancient society. Imagine killing an Amero during Vindus tides. Imagine killing an Amero during Vindus tides.
It really is like an ancient mythology, you know. What he's saying.
I have a
Which
question.
Amero did you kill? Like, which Amero did you kill?
We killed Victor Big Midget at Arroyo. Dude, we fucking bodied him. All they did was, oh, the black car is fucking newbie, bro. You wouldn't kill an Amero. Shut the fuck up.
No, listen, I do agree with Feodor. IC events should be kept IC and people shouldn't bitch about someone getting killed. But I have a question. If you're saying Vulcar is this bad and whatnot, how come he managed to run, Emmy? Like, what happened there?
Are you fucking joking? It was right time, right place. It was right time, right place. You think it was
just that?
I'm not discrediting. Vulcar's not a bad role player.
So it had nothing to do with these...
Okay. So you respect Vulcar?
Yeah.
Oh, Vulcar donated $1, actually. Shout out Vulcar.
What did he say?
What was it? Did he leave a message?
Did he leave a message? I don't know if he left a message, but thank you for supporting the stream, Vulcar.
Yeah, Vulcar, thank you for supporting the stream. I've always appreciated you.
Look. I'm gonna make a point. Some people are chiefs and some people are Indians. I'm a fucking chief.
All right, so we're gonna skip ahead.
I don't know if there's any context where you could use that and people would go, yeah, I like that. I like the cut of your jib.
All right, I see. Okay, so I got sent a screenshot by Conwell about the message that Vulcar left.
Oh, what did Vulcar leave? Yeah, what was his message he left for us?
He said the following, and I quote, Vulcar has donated $1. I did not switch up on my friends becoming staff again. Thimble and Co. tried to usurp me. I will not stand for this.
Actually, this is a great way to talk about the elephant in the room. Are you guys aware of the alleged coup attempt that was undertaken against MA?
Oh yeah, so Ryder and Hoodcall allegedly tried to take over Miami through a coup, right?
It wasn't allegedly, bro. Come on.
Yeah, it was more. Ryder had this. Yeah, I can explain to you. I was there directly in the chat, and I have the logs. If anybody wants to see them publicly. So, Ryder had this interesting idea. We'll say, he was going to seize the faction somehow in some decisive action. He was going to, kill Vulcar and take over. It's a very LSRP idea. I'm sure you'd agree, Bader, of the coup, right?
Yeah. Coup d'etat.
Guys get in group chats. They get excited. They talk about, we can do this better. Yeah. The thing is, though, is on GTA Worlds, it doesn't really work that way.
No, you need IFM approval.
Yeah, there's a lot of approval you need. Well, first of all, you need CK perms. Then you got to be able to have a faction takeover permission.
Let me ask you a question, Thimble.
Yeah.
What is your personal vendetta with Vulcar where you decided you wanted to coup?
I have no personal vendetta with Vulcar. I view him as a good friend.
So, you had no affiliations with this coup?
No, I did not.
I was
aware of it. It wasn't actually a coup, though. I told him to
interrupt.
Go ahead.
I'm being told by some people that they are attempting to get Vulcar in on the actual podcast. Would you be willing to speak with him, Feodor, if he joins?
Oh wow! If we have
does Vulcar want to join?
I will gladly sit here and debate Vulcar on why he's a weak leader. I will sit here. Dude,
he's not a weak leader. He's not a weak leader. Relax.
No, but I don't think that you can pass up the opportunity to put this man. Yeah, listen to him. He's a fucking machine gun right now.
All right. Well,
listen. Don't. This is a useless. You guys are pitter pattering right now. Relax. Come on now.
We'll talk about Vulcar. Vulcar and Feodor.
If Vulcar wasn't the one with gun supplier, would he be alive right now? His character.
What does that mean? What do you mean by that?
He means if he never had
the only reason why he's alive right now is because he holds the tools to the guns. Every Sereno is a fucking pussy, bro. All these guys are sucking. I want to put
Feodor,
so I can get some guns.
Well, Feodor, I want to ask you now, Feodor, if you let me ask. What is your problem with Vulcar then? You want to kill him? Like,
I want my respect, bro. I feel like this fucking Joe Jerkoff is getting all this respect. It's just
Joe
it's
jerk off.
just
I like that. You know, I like that. I like that. I'll do that.
Classic Joe jerk off. It sounds like you want this Joseph jerk off in here in the studio.
No,
We'll
you
see
want
what we can do on
Feodor-
scheduling a future podcast.
Feodor,
Yeah.
would you be interested to know that this is not the first time that Ryder has tried to plot against Vulcar?
I'm not sure what's going on with Ryder. I have nothing but love for Ryder. He's kind of fucking stupid for telling the whole world he wanted a coup. Usually you keep those fucking quiet, you know? I don't know what he was thinking. You know?
A reasonable take, you ask me.
The thing
Shmoe
is,
Fo
right,
donated
if it was
$5.
100% in
Beautiful
character, then I'd
podcast.
understand, but it wasn't.
I'm sorry.
My
Elevator
family
talk,
is
yeah,
currently
yeah,
watching
it
it on the big
It wasn't
TV.
100% in character because I've seen some of the screenshots, right? And you have to give credit where credit is due. He is doing a decent job at running his faction. Yeah, maybe you
Yeah.
got one up on him and killed someone. I props and merits to you, but I think, cut the guy some slack, man. You've got a massive faction. It's hard to control everything.
I never said Vulcar was a bad leader. I mean, I never
On
said Vulcar was
the-
a bad RPer. I just said that.
Sorry to cut you off, Feodor, but since Bospy was the handling admin when it came to this, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, is he here to give
requesting
input?
to speak. Yeah, he's requesting to speak.
I'll bring
so-
Bospy in after
I'll
this.
No,
allow
I
it.
actually see he's requested to speak.
Yeah, okay.
Alright. Hello, Bospy.
Welcome, Bospy.
You're on screen, bro.
Bospy, you're live on IFC Team Mentality, the podcast. Welcome.
No, you're fucking. I'm at her fucking gangbanging homie. You know, I'm fucking playing wolf for the barrio. This thing.
This guy.
All right, so somebody's taking over. I think a gangbanger's taking over his Discord.
No, this is me, homie. This is how I always been, homie. I'm fucking assistant head of IFM, homie. I fucking put in work for my fucking barrio, homie.
What's your take? What's your take?
It's a lot of clout.
What's your take?
I'm a fucking
Bospy
gangbanger,
unedited.
homie.
What's
This
your
is the
take
real
on
Bospy.
taking? What's your take on taking over the?
I think that's some punk shit, homie.
This is not
Yeah,
Bospy.
well,
This is not
That's
Bospy.
some
Bospy.
punk shit,
It's
homie.
literally fucking Bospy, bro. He's talking.
I have a lot of Serenio role players in my DMs right now begging me to shut the fuck up, but I will not be silenced. Ryan,
Fader, I gotta be honest, Fader. I gotta be honest. I don't believe that for a second.
The lights
Ryan
are
has DM'd,
not
like,
lighting
name
up.
it.
You know, I got
Name-
your role players trying to fucking suck my dick, homie.
Name
So
at
Bospy-
least 5 of them.
I'm in
Well,
SSG,
yeah,
homie.
yeah, he's
So you
scrolling,
get
he's
jumped into
scrolling.
my gang, homie. So I get jumped into my gang.
Bospy, now
Yeah.
you're here, Bospy. What did you witness in that group chat that you were invited to, that where this grand coup was taking place?
I don't know. It was dumb shit.
I completely agree.
Uh,
Completely agree.
I just gotta cut in real quick. We got a recent donation from Shmoe Fo for $5.
Oh,
says,
wow.
Oh shit!
He says, and I quote, Shmoe Fo is donating $5. Beautiful podcast. Love the banter. My family's currently watching it on the big TV. Thanks for streaming it on the TV. I encourage everyone to do it as well. Like I said,
People are giving you money for this? Wait,
Yes.
I don't listen, Bospy. I don't know why they're doing it.
Wait,
No, you know
who's
what?
getting the
You know
money?
what?
Who's getting the
Conrad,
money?
Conrad.
the money's used. It's split between IFC server boosts and Conwell.
I want to point
We've
this
made-
out.
we've made
Yeah, listen, you motherfuckers. I'm entitled to my $1.20 $1 man. I'm entitled
People
to
are
that.
asking, why are
Hold
people
on.
donating this money? And they are
Hey.
donating this money because they have time. They're donating their time, okay? Because
The
they
IFC,
care.
the IFC.
They care about
Can
IFC.
we segue?
Right.
Can we segue into a different topic, please?
Well, I wanted to say now that Bospy is here. I heard there was talk, Bospy, of you making a grand proclamation in front of the G2 World staff meeting regarding certain.
Oh, I wasn't even there. I wasn't.
You weren't even there. I've heard otherwise. Are you sure about that?
He wrote some
No,
shit on that.
I wrote. No,
So-
I didn't,
so
I
what-
didn't make a proclamation. No, I just wrote down a post and told IFM
Wait,
to
what's
bring
on
it up.
screen right now? What's on screen?
Yo, what the fuck?
Wait,
What is
what?
on screen?
Wait,
What is on screen?
let me see.
You did nail
What
it
is
to
this?
Oh, I've
the
seen that.
door,
Horrible.
to be fair.
Yeah,
Oh,
what
my
Bospy
God.
wrote though is really reasonable.
Wait, where is it? I don't even see
Wait,
where it is.
Eddie Santana, ex Camarada. Whoa!
Oh no!
No!
Bro,
Miami! Oh,
Is it the picture? Is it the picture I think it is?
Yeah, it's that
Look
one.
at the stand.
Oh, no.
That is Serenio RP. Sexual deviants and perverts join Serenio RP. I'm telling you, this is a fucking
Where is
disgrace,
it?
bro.
Where
Yeah,
is
it's
it?
got-
Where
it's
is
got
it? Where is
It's on
it? Where is
Twitch.
it?
It's on Twitch, I think. I think everybody here is watching the Twitch. It's a picture on there apparently. Something interesting.
Dude, I'm sorry. I'm gonna piss a lot of Serenio RPers off, but you guys are fucking awful, bro. Your
Ah.
factions are abysmal. The only one I kind of respect is Rancho. And it's hard for me to say that. It's sad. I only respect Rancho.
You know what,
dude? All right. Here's the thing. Right. All right. Why do you care so much about a video game? It's just so weird,
Who the
dude.
fuck is that? Who the fuck is that?
That's Bospy, assistant head of IFM.
All right, Bospy,
why do you care so much, dude?
Wait,
this
Bospy,
is all I see.
Bospy,
detach yourself from your character. Detach yourself.
I just want to provide some context for Bospy.
Let's not turn this into a fucking argument.
I'm sorry, Bospy. We loved having you on, but we gotta go back to the schedule we have for the podcast.
No, fuck this. No,
you are a guest. Feodor is trapped in the Scream Chamber, okay? He's willingly admitted himself to the Scream Zone.
Scream Zone? His car, you mean?
How do you, make it where,
the literal black car.
Dude, it's just a video game. Why do you have to be so mad, bro?
You move to audience, Arcan. That's how you do it.
No, Bospy. You're fucking head of IFM. What do you mean? Why do you care, nigga? You play this game 24 hours a day. You fucking.
Okay, so we're not gonna be screaming back and forth with Bospy here, Feodor. We're gonna have to. I want to thank Bospy for coming here and elucidating a little bit more on what was said.
Yeah, thank you.
Again, for those who don't know, Bospy wrote down basically he was like Martin Luther with the Protestant, fucking new religion, man. He came through.
95 reasons on why you should stop trying to fuck with illegal RPUs, man.
Yeah. He's really made strides when it comes to make sure we don't get cucked by fucking
Bospy's
LFM.
a good guy. I just think he's kind of a couple,
Come on, Feodor. He's not here to talk about it, man. Come on, Feodor.
I want to extrapolate on that.
Listen, Feodor's entitled to his own opinion, right? But they've done a lot. So let's move on.
I want to go back to what we were talking about before, okay, briefly, before we continue to our next topic. So, Bader, we were talking. I want to talk to you specifically.
Okay, go on.
Do you believe that Vulcar was in any real danger of a coup happening with an MA, with Ryder and Gall?
Well, that's the thing, right? I don't think they could have got anywhere because it was like two of them and a bunch of new factions.
IFC Fund Management donated
$6.
Never stop nutting.
I don't know what they were, but
I can list them off.
Listen. Just got a donation.
I heard.
Fund management. Never stop nutting. Hashtag NSN. Hashtag never stop nutting.
Thank you, IFC Fund Management.
It's really unbelievable. To some of the fucking faction names that were tossed on there by the people that were actually listing down these factions is they're gonna partake in this coup. I think at some point the person that basically ran the pod.
Soldier donated $1.
Chinks,
Talking please
he played Riley Parker. His name got thrown down as he was gonna take over the pod and start CKing people in jail.
Vulcar himself came to me directly and he said he insinuated that this guy was actually 14 and was groomed somehow to become a traitor. To
yeah. That's what I got told as well. And,
hold on. So what were the factions?
Outrage. So
the factions. Well, I was asking you better if you knew what the factions were because we got derailed here.
I've seen some of them were avenues, high mafia.
Do you really believe Avenues is going to betray MA?
That's one thing I want to talk about. That's one thing I want.
Yeah, go on.
M_S donated $10.
There were people that had
never stop nutting kings.
They might have been in the Avenues Discord, but they had nothing said as their name. They were waiting in the lobby, and they're talking saying Avenues is gonna give you guys 50 guns a month to take over MA. Who the fuck are you, bro?
And I have another question. Who's the leader of Avenues? Shanks, right?
Yeah, at the time, Shanks was still in charge of Avenues. It's
why is the head of IFM? Avenues. I want to bring something up about the Avenues.
No, hold on. Let's just finish this.
Let's keep on topic, Feodor. Let's just wait to this.
Let him keep going.
We'll see.
This is sort of a
okay.
Show me on the doll where you got the assets situation.
I'm going off of a list that I remember because I know that Vulcar, he tagged a bunch of people and he just removed them from the MA chat. He spoke to me about it. He told me beforehand. He's I'm gonna ban you from MA until I clear this up.
Yeah.
So he said that I think Sacred got banned as well because apparently AP13 was gonna betray. Some CCB guys got banned as well because they were gonna betray MA as well. It's some of these really outrageous claims of these people are.
I think the question is why are so many factions willing to betray MA?
No. That's the thing, though. Most of it, they didn't want to. So I spoke to the leader of High Mafia, and even he said, I don't know what you're talking about. Like,
Yeah,
I don't
like-
know what's going on. So what a lot of it was the people in that chat were just like, yeah, we got this guy and this guy, but there was literally no one there.
Yeah, so
Like,
you're saying High Mafia was never on their side?
Yeah,
no.
like
Because I was sent some things that's insinuated otherwise.
No, I understand. Like when it comes to the High Mafia thing, I think the reason that they were listed down was because what ended up happening was someone involved with like the OOC plot was also a member of the High Mafia. Like this is how the entire thing got out. So it goes from I think Ryder or Hood Call, I don't know. Someone ended up telling everyone, and then they reached some guy called Liam with a period, Scottish Liam. Some might know.
So, yeah, no,
And
yeah, Scottish.
he told.
Now we're getting into semantics. Now, who the fuck cares, man?
no,
But yeah, they told someone.
Let them
and then
tell the story, man. People want to know about the backstory.
go on.
They told.
All right.
Now
You're
they
the real
tried to
logger
like
here.
involve.
You love
They tried to
cutting
involve
people down.
people that like
Monk
wanted
Shatu
nothing to
Soldier
do with any
donated
like OOC
$1.
shit into
Wo
like
Jijin
this
Rong
OOC
Gong
stuff.
Si Dui Go Wu
And, like,
Zhong Lao Shu Ji Tuan
You'd have like
CWB
people that were like foot
Triad. You hate
soldiers in the faction, not even like brought in as like actual members, like pledging loyalty, like oh my entire faction's gonna like support this like coup, and like
Yeah.
that's where it really like went off the rails.
I
So you'd
love
have
it.
like
Yeah, I
these
mean, you
random
know how these situations go. You know,
Yeah,
it gets
people
found
get
out, and then
carried
all
away.
of a sudden they don't support it so much, right? When it gets found out, right?
Yeah.
By the
They
way,
turn
we
around-
just
people
got
turn
a
around
dollar
very quickly.
donation from
I'll
the
give-
Mingxi douche soldier. Thank you. Thanks.
I'll
Like,
give
I
credit-
felt-
Can I
Get
make
a
a point?
wife.
Can I make a point
Hold on.
regarding surrender?
Well, if Feodor wants to talk, he hasn't talked for a while, so let's give him a
Yeah,
chance
go
here.
I just want to make a quick point, right? I want to make something very clear. I have a lot of good buddies at Avenues. You know, a lot of good people are in Avenues, including Shanks. Me and him talk on the daily. We're good friends.
Fucking bullshit.
I want to say this:
Okay.
if any black faction decided to kill 12 police officers within 4 days of opening, they
Got
would have
striked
been
for
archived.
that.
They would have been archived and forced to never
Fedor.
play again together.
Nah,
Am I
dude.
fucking wrong? Am I right?
Fedor, hold on, guys. Fedor, are you insinuating there's some sort of racism happening or something? What do you mean?
Clear
thank you.
racism. Racism is large. Oh my god. No,
Feodor,
you think-
Feodor, are there any black admins? Are there any black admins on the
There's
team?
not a single black admin. And this is
Okay.
All right, just real quick, I want
Is that actually true though? Is there really not a black admin? Like not even one?
There's no black admins.
I don't believe that, man. There's got to be one.
Let me. All right, okay, I gotta shout out.
God bless
Well, wait.
the
Answer my
CCP.
question. Am I wrong?
Go ahead.
If any black
Well-
faction killed 12 cops within 3 days of opening,
Listen, Feodor,
what would
we'll
happen?
get to that. Just give me 1 second.
Yeah, he has to do shout outs real quick, yeah.
So IFC Fund Management has donated $6. Never stop
Never
betting.
stop nothing.
MS donates $10. Never stop betting. Kings nut and
Never
all
stop
times.
nothing.
Ambler, and then I think the Ming Che Tao. So I didn't get that one. If someone wants to post that, so I can read that one off.
It was something about the Communist Party of
But
China.
shout out to Ming Che Tai, dude. Like I know it's gonna get a little bit off topic, but 4-man faction takes on a 60-man faction, destroys them.
Just want to mention
listen-
this is really great role play. I want to stand by on that one.
Ming Che Tao Soldier says, "God bless the CCP."
If you,
Is there a way we can like? Can
I
you,
don't
like,
support that message at all.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't
hey,
respect that as
guys,
well.
we have Theodore in here, and you guys know his
you
recent
don't like
obsession
the
with China
Chinese
and the CCP.
Well,
so let's
thankfully, this is not about real world politics, so continue on.
I mean, maybe
all
we
right,
could have a
but yeah.
discussion about geopolitics after this. Yeah,
No.
you know.
We haven't even covered all of our points. We already covered the Serenia role.
Oh, yeah,
play.
we're
I'll
just
say-
getting started here, guys.
Where
We're
are
just
we
getting
right
started
now? Where are
I'll
we
say,
right now?
I'll say one thing, right? Hood Cool's a great guy. Volker's a great guy. I think Writer was a bit stupid looking at the logs. And,
I'll be honest
yeah.
too, man. I love Hood Call. I've loved him
He's a
since
great
we first started
role
role playing. Yeah. I love Vulcar
I think they're all
as well.
good people. Nothing against Volcar, but he's an Indian. He's not a chief. I'll keep it up.
What the fuck?
Okay,
You gotta
all right,
stop
so-
using that analogy.
Feodor believes Volcar is not suitable for leadership, but we'll talk about
We
that
are
at a later
going
date.
to-
I think Volcar. I think in our next
Invite me, I
episode,
will join. Oh, okay. We're gonna.
We're
Payment.
taking him off of Chief Watch
Um,
and putting him on Indian.
our next episode, we're
Okay.
gonna have Volcar on versus Feodor. I think it has to be
Okay.
done, right?
I think it has to be done. Though we should tease it a little bit. Okay, it's
Check the staff chat real quick.
okay.
But let's keep going.
here we
So
have the apex of Grand Theft Auto world. is a man taking a picture.
Let him
single player.
Wait, what's the next topic? What's the next topic?
The next topic. Let me go down the list.
The next topic is about biker roleplay, which is widely, for some reason, widely expected to happen.
Why the fuck are we talking about biker roleplay?
Apparently, recently, you guys should be aware that Gall was removed and banned.
God bless whoever fucking banned Gall.
He done some scumbag shit.
Oh yeah. I was seeing logs on logs, man. That guy was up to some no good, man.
It's horrible. It's horrible.
All right.
Actually, guys, I'm missing word that we have a special guest in chat with you that wants to join this discussion about MA.
No. Since we're on the biker one, let's let Shmoe in. He seems pretty excited about the.
Oh, does Shmoe want to talk about Gall real quick?
The biker.
Okay. I'm sorry, Vulcar. You have to wait for a couple seconds. Or a couple minutes rather.
We'll let you in a bit, Vulcar.
Yeah. All right, Shmoe's coming on.
All right, Shmoe, you're on the air.
Hey, what's up, man? I want to speak on this biker shit.
Donated $1
about Gall, right?
Yes, just Gall. I don't care about anything.
Yeah, what happened with him, man? Like, what was the scandal?
All I heard, man,
about Gall.
He got that position he wanted, that trial admin, and then I heard Brox, man. He came out the bushes, snuck up on that shit, boom, hit him with that. Go on, everything he leaked, go on. He got banned like a little bitch, and he hit my DM saying I'm a white supremacist. No proof.
He actually has pictures of this. If you want to release those publicly, Shmoe, it's up to you.
Toss them my way. We can actually put them up on the slide. Shout out Naeno, by the way.
He didn't. Well, hold on, guys. He didn't only say he was a white supremacist. He implied like, I have evidence.
Yeah, he has evidence. I'm a white supremacist. I can't be. My ex was light skinned. I can't be racist.
Ever since he
To be fair, listen, I'll give it up to Shmoe. I'm half black, and me and him are very good friends. I've known him for years.
That's my boy right there.
Right.
So you're saying Shmoe is not racist?
100% he's not racist, bro. It's horrible.
You're not fucking half.
Shmoe's one of the human beings I've ever met.
What the fuck?
Shmoe's a sweetheart.
No, Shmoe is a sweetheart, honestly. Whoever's calling him a racist, go fuck yourself.
Well, it's funny because everyone in the chat, including Feodor, has been called a racist at some point.
The man who's calling him a racist is locked in a car.
I mean, personally. All right. We got another.
Black people racist.
We got some more donations that I will read off. $1 from Chicken Rappa. Gall has always been scummy ever since he tanked 4 headshots for me. Also, shout out to the homies who were with me on that one. those were back in the
Chicken Rappa, man.
days.
It's a Chicken Rappa. You get a lot of shit from people, Chicken Rappa, but I love you, man. I love you, bro.
Mink Shaked Out Soldiers donated $1.
Full
manufacturing active.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, let's be honest. Philadelphia Connection never had 60 members. Let's be honest here.
I think I heard from a source that Vulcar is gonna come put Feodor in his place.
Yeah. After this, we're gonna bring him in.
Are we gonna?
Actually, let's do it. Do you want to do it now, guys?
Let's just get it done.
You can
put me back. You can put me back.
I love everyone.
I love everyone. Everyone have a good day.
Shmoe, I love you, man. I respect you, bro. Shmoe, you're one of the best role players in the server, man.
I have one thing to say about Vulcar versus Feodor.
All right, go ahead. Real quick, say it. Go ahead.
Yeah, let's not make it fucking take like 10 hours, bro, because then it's just gonna get.
Yeah.
We're about to hit 30 minutes, but this is probably gonna take a little bit longer now with Vulcar joining.
That how quick time?
30 minutes was the expected minimum. But
And
looks
hey,
like
if anyone,
if
anyone wants us to go over anything, you can say it in chat, and we might do. Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, guys, I'm sorry, Arcan, but by the way, guys, we have a Q&A channel. Put questions in there, or in the IFC Q&A channel.
Please
we'll start a
Q&A channel for just questions.
Okay, let's go.
Before we get Vulcar on, I just want to say, those of you watching through Twitch, follow Conwell. He's going to be hosting the IFC podcast on his Twitch channel.
Yes, sir. Thanks, Conwell, man. As well.
Thank you, Conwell, for everything you've done.
All right,
my
it's
baby boy.
Vulcar.
Here he is.
I love you.
Vulcar himself is joining. Hello,
Vulcar.
Sitting leader of the Mexican Mafia, Vulcar has joined the channel. A victim of a grand conspiracy, I've heard, but we will find out today.
That is a topic for another.
I've laid out several.
That's episode 2. I think that's a sequel.
Feel free to respond to them. I've made my points perfectly fucking clear. And it's up to you if you want to
Well, Feodor. If I can mediate, guys, Feodor, you said these things when he was not really here to defend himself.
I was actually.
Someone can be the moderator. Someone can be the moderator. I'm not going to repeat myself.
Can I articulate something? I came back literally from the shower 2 minutes ago, and I had 9 DMs, and all I heard was Feodor. I just seen Feodor everywhere.
Feodor's pretty famous. Pretty famous.
I just trying to understand what was said
before you get him wet with. Okay.
Feodor's probably one of the most iconic members of the server, to be honhonest.
You can understand how scared I was when I came back and had 9 DMs about Feodor.
Wait, can someone relay?
Like I was very free.
Can someone relay the my talking points against Vulcar's leadership in the MA?
All right, Vulcar.
Are you your own voice, Feodor? Are you too lazy to give him your own argument?
Okay, so Vulcar, I'll give you a brief gestalt, Vulcar. Basic gestalt. Feodor believes that his faction is superior to the Black Car, is superior to the Serenos because he killed all you guys.
Oh, I mean, I'm inclined to agree, to be honest with you.
Bader's actually, I'm sorry to interrupt, but Bader said the same thing as you just said right now.
If he thinks that him having, by the way, they've not killed more. I just want to clarify that for all the listeners at home. That's factually incorrect.
Vulcar, I want to warn you before you start this that he's in his car. He's in his car, by the way, so be careful.
Okay, I knew that. He's in his car. Okay. Listen, bro. Let me just clarify for you. So when your own black car, would you refer to it as a table? Is that what you call it? What do you call them? The council, or what's their term?
The black car.
The cabinet. My apologies. The cabinet.
Yeah, that's correct.
The cabinet. My apologies. So when your own cabinet is in my DMs,
just call it the black car. Just call it the black car.
Feodor.
Wait. It's not.
Feodor.
I can't.
Let him finish.
Let him talk.
Let him talk, Feodor.
I'll let him talk. Hold on. I want to make a point.
Feodor, man, you really gotta not interrupt people, man.
Feodor.
Wait, I will.
It's gonna be boring.
You're not gonna make your own fucking agenda, bro. You will not sit here and make your own agenda.
Feodor, why are you so upset, bro? I was in the shower. I don't even know what happened.
Feodor, he's gonna talk and then you talk, man. Come on, it's mutual.
I come back and he's so upset. Like I've not even spoken to him in like 2 weeks.
All right, so Vulcar, finish up your point. Enough of the waffling.
Right. Well, listen, bro. All I was saying was the cabinet. When your own cabinet members are in my DMs telling me that Feodor is this that we don't want him. Blah blah blah. I mean, it speaks volumes, bro. I don't think any of.
Can you send proof?
Yeah, it seems like it's an accusation without proof.
It's the people who know. Yeah. They're already DMing.
You can't really. Yeah, there's not really much proof there. I wouldn't really believe that.
No. I mean, I'm not gonna throw it in. But all I'm saying is that none of my members from my faction or any other camaradas or anyone have come to you to express concern. And plus, we don't really label ourselves. When people talk about MA or they talk about Sereno roleplay in jail, at least, I'm not talking about the streets because there are gangs that are shit, but, gangs that are jail RP, it's not really, I don't think it's comparable to Black Car RP. You know what I mean? I don't think you've done anything to even be closely in the same category.
Is that because there's like a better roleplay standard, or is that because it's like just different?
Well, first of all, I don't think it's their faction. I think it's that Black RP is harder to kind of control in terms of how diverse it is. So when they get a bunch of people do, it's harder for them to handle it. Plus, I don't think Feodor can lead to.
You sound very Biden-esque.
Yeah. What are you saying? Are you saying because they're Black RPers, they're inherently just disorganized?
No, what he's saying is every new player that joins the server wants to roleplay Black, right? So you get all these noobs, and it's hard for anyone to control them. They go into prison, they run around acting like idiots.
Well, guys, let's go to the man himself, Feodor. Is that true? Is it hard to control Black RPers?
I mean, that's not really a fucking subject of debate. I mean, that's fucking obvious. But I will make a point. Whether RP quality or not, dude, you always claim to be the big bad fucking Serenos. You can't touch Laime. Wait, you can't touch Laime. Oh, if you touch one of our camaradas, you're fucking dead. Buddy, we killed the fucking Amero. I'm still walking around with my dick in my pants. What is your guy doing? He's 6 feet fucking under.
You don't log in. Well, you don't log in. You don't play. I don't know, like I can't.
What are you talking about? Wait. Because I took a 1 month break. All of a sudden, during that war, we didn't fucking catch more bodies. Do you want me to start linking the fucking screenshots? Or am I fucking?
Well, Feodor, how about this, Feodor? Let's address this point directly. Feodor, do you have an in-game faction for Black Car?
Sorry?
Do you have an in-game faction for Black Car on the server? UCP? Like a UCP faction, Stripewise faction?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Okay, so would you share the activity logs of that faction?
Just show your activity logs. Just show your activity logs. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll show the activity logs.
Well, let's see how good they've been recently, and
I don't know how to check. How do you check?
And I want to drop one.
You go to UCB.GTA.world and go to factions.
I want to drop one thing in here as well.
Here's another thing I think is. I think it's important for all the listeners.
Hang on. Let him.
Yeah, Beta Raider was talking. And
I want to drop one thing as a bystander, bro. If Feodor can take that much credit for killing a member of MA, then I think it's a good faction, bro. Because he's been bragging about it for a minute.
Wow. No, I want to second that.
Listen, bro. It's the thing is, and it's like this, bro. You don't see us talking about the black car because it's not really as relevant, in contrast to him talking about MA, because no one really cares about the black car. The only context black cars brought up in is in humor. It's in satire. The only reason people bring up the black car is to make a joke. You'd never hear a real conversation revolving around that subject.
All right. Sorry to step in, but we do have a schedule to keep when it comes to.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
So,
I just
sorry, Skip, but we'll schedule something.
We'll have Feodor do his final comments after that.
Yeah, Feodor, go after that. Then we have to schedule another one.
Wait, hold on. I'm looking for that fucking shit that you guys asked for. I don't know how to.
It's UCB.GTA.world and it's factions on the left.
I'm on the UCP and I'm looking, but I'm on mobile. That's the issue. I don't know.
No, you can do it on mobile too, man. I guarantee you.
I wanna ignore Feodor's boomer ass comments about the UCP and point out that Big Don Patron has posted some very funny comments in the Twitch chat. Exactly, you get a bunch of Bulgarians are black people, which is
I really gotta say you're not wrong.
No, he is right.
I don't mean to blow past the topic here, but it's so fucking true. Yeah, and he also adds very fucking hilarious. Show us the car facts. A black car is stupid. No one gives a shit.
Feodor, do you have any last comments to make before?
Wait. Who said that?
What the fuck?
No, just focus on me. Just focus on me.
Focus on. Just assume Vulcar said that.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest, dude. I'm gonna be honest. You're mad because you're fucking. People try to fucking coup you. You can talk all this shit, dude. You can talk all this shit. Surrender Roleplay.
Stop stuttering, bro. Just say it.
Huh?
Okay.
I can't.
You just need to say it, bro.
All right. Okay. All right.
Well, you're saying the same shit too, dude.
Thank you guys. Thank you, Vulcar, for showing up, man. We love you, man.
We'll set up something where you guys can discuss this more in depth.
I don't know.
Okay. Now, what the fuck was the next point, dude?
I think let me go down the list.
Oh.
We spoke about bike.
We were in the middle of talking about Gall because a lot of guys didn't know that happened, man. A lot of guys didn't know that.
So one of you give us fill us in on everything he's done, including the CK he got reversed by AB.
Let's see. Is Ted here?
The CK that was reversed by who? What do you mean?
When Nopon reversed the AB CK.
Yeah, on one of Gall's members, which was horrible, by the way. So it takes all credit from AB.
All right.
No, there was never a CK on Gall's members by AB. There was a CK on Jebediah Graves, that character from.
I think if we're gonna talk about that,
Chowder is.
I really want to point out how incompetent the admin that handled this was.
Yeah.
This was a guy that this was a guy that the Air Brotherhood came to him. They introduced themselves as the brand to the leadership, and instead of negotiating or trying to make a compromise, their idea, because they were asked to pay tax for protection in prison, which is pretty normal for the AB and biker gangs. Instead of being reasonable, they decide to beat the fuck out of the messenger they send, and in this big badass Sons of Anarchy display, right? That was the Highwaymen, I believe. Were they Highwaymen? Is that the right?
No, it was the Old Cronies.
Old Cronies. That was it. Old Cronies. Highwaymen is a whole other can of trash. But we'll get to them in time, I'm sure. Actually, not
Crohn's disease. I remember.
Yeah, all right. So, since we're on this topic, I know someone in the audience is very passionate when it comes to this specific situation.
About what? This one.
Yeah, this one and the other one. We're gonna let
Who is
Ted,
it? Who is it?
We're gonna let
Is
Ted.
it Chowder?
Yeah.
Are we really gonna be Chowder in here? No, I'm just kidding. Bring
All right, let's
bring Ted in. Bring
Ted,
Chowder.
remember,
Bring
don't
Chowder.
get.
Well, let me finish the story though. Before as you bring him in, let me finish the story. So this evolved. He got killed. Obviously, he got whacked. Jedi Graves was one of the people that did it. He got killed. He got CK'd. An admin called Anselmi, a brilliant admin called Anselmi, by the way, came in and said that you can't CK him because they claimed OC did not know what the AB is. So you can't CK somebody because they don't know what the Inner Brotherhood is, you know? And they revoked the CK. And yeah, that's that. That's the backstory.
All right, Ted.
That's the state of biker RP.
Ted, you can go ahead and speak if you accept the invite to speak.
Before we get Ted up here, I just want to point out my general feel about biker RPs. I think that Sons of Anarchy is a show for horny 45-year-old white wine sipping moms. I think it's a show for women that grind their thighs together while their husbands are cutting their
what
fingers.
are we talking about right now, dude?
He's talking about Sons of Anarchy.
Talking about Sons of Anarchy.
He's transitioning between the third dimension right now.
It's a show about gristly men who look like they kind of are hard but aren't, and they're all yelling at each other.
So Chowder, introduce yourself to people that are listening. Who are you? How do you know Gall?
Why are you here? Why are you here?
Chowder. I was a long-term member of the biker community. I was with Gall for a long time. I was in the Grave Dwellers with Gall, and I helped start the Vagos with Gall. And let me tell you, metagame was a staple. Metagame happened almost constantly. The Vagos had an entire channel that was hidden from the admins that we metagamed in. And it ruined RP. It ruined so much stuff. It hurt the quality of the faction so much. And within this channel, back when Kara and Brox were still admin, they were leaking admin information. In my experience, I didn't see Gall leak very much, not nearly as much admin information as Brox and Kara, but apparently he liked to do that in the DM.
One of the reasons he was removed from Nervous's mouth, by the way, this was said, he was banned and removed for leaking staff information specifically. So at some point, they had proof of this.
I just want to say, before you go on, Ted, I want to say that Kara, at some point, was declared the MC expert of the GTA World admin team, and they're the reason
that right there is pretty sad.
They're the reason that the Red Devils were never allowed to actually become full-on 8-1, because apparently Kara said the Hells Angels are going to sue GTA World.
So I don't know if anyone knows what the fuck you're talking about.
GTA World.
Well,
because they sued the
Kara would actively insert her bias into her staff decisions for the Vagos. Let's make that clear.
Are you saying this? Are you saying this? Hold on. Are you saying this as an ex-member, Chowder, and someone who's been around
I am an ex-member of the Vagos.
He was involved in this. Apparently, he just admitted to being involved in some of this metagame.
I am a reformed man. I want to make that clear.
Do you agree
no laughing.
What about Fenrir?
Everything that you can do over metagame, you can do in character and better, and that's a fact.
What about Fenrir's involvement?
Oh, Fenrir's involvement? Fenrir was just aware that the channel existed, and Fenrir would occasionally talk about staff issues and would occasionally talk about stuff like that.
Was Fenrir involved and took part in the metagame, or was at least, aware
of it? He oftentimes took part and participated in the metagame within the archive that I have of
Chowder, I heard a rumor that you've released information about this, and this is the reason that Fenrir was actually removed and resigned.
Is Chowder a snitch, or is this like a fucking joke right now?
He's a whistleblower. More of a whistleblower.
Look,
it's up to the audience if he's a snitch or not.
I was fine letting at fucking Fenrir be, this little admin who wasn't really in charge of anything and just made bad decisions from time to time. But then they became head of admins. And I was like, this dude is possibly the stupidest admin that I've ever encountered.
I'm going to be honest with you. Chowder. I think about 2% of GTA World gives a fuck about this fucking biker roleplay shit.
Nobody cares
Well, no,
about
this was actually Feodor. This was actually a common question. A lot of guys were asking this in the Q&A.
Feodor, the
Hold on.
GTA World audience is
I'd like
very.
to remind you
Donated
guys of
$1.
time. It's already been
Snitch,
45
snitch,
minutes,
snitch,
so I say we move on.
Well, you know,
I
I'm
already
Yeah,
heard
we'll go on. We'll go on for 15 more.
Can
We'll
we
end
move on
at
to
11.
racist admins?
No, the next
can't
topic
wait
is the
Okay,
next.
yeah, actually, the next topic. Well, thank you, Chad. I want to say thank you for releasing that information.
So
talking about
this
how
came this came from Sergi, an ex-admin. He said thoughts on the current admin team and any replacements you'd make. So yeah, one of you guys.
First of all,
oh man,
I'd like to
This
take
is
lead
coming
on this
from
one.
ex-admin. Yeah, go on. Okay.
I'd like to
start.
take lead on this one. I don't know if they're paying the admins or anything, but I think they should give a fucking stipend to IFM for their recent contributions. I think
if you guys will let me talk, I want to add on to what you're saying, Arcan. If you guys let me talk for a little bit, I think they should really reform the entire process to become an admin. Because the way it is right now is like anyone can just apply, and it's exactly it's a popularity contest. That's why you see all these guys nobody knows about that are become admins, like from LSPD, from
you remember when we did the rankings? There were so many who's.
Very upset. Very upset.
All right, go ahead, Fedor. I hear Fedor screaming. Go ahead, Fedor.
No, hold on, Feodor. Someone said in chat, I think Torpedo should stop cutting off Arcan. So yeah, let's let Arcan finish.
Was Arcan talking?
Yeah, he was.
It doesn't take
Damn
that.
Jan, damn Jan the Great.
Damn Jan, Mr. IA Mafia. Okay.
Yes, damn Jan the Great. Go on.
So
Wait, I want to make a point. You have some of the most incompetent admins in high up positions, and some is an illegal FM. Who the fuck invited that guy? Let's be honest. Bro.
I'll be honest, man.
Let's be honest.
I think that Selby was there in order to avoid like other people just being forced onto the team.
Okay, so I have witness reports. This is not in any way true. I cannot confirm this. And Selmy is there basically to do paperwork. He's a nobody. Nobody gives a fuck about him. He's there to do paperwork.
Are you saying that the GTA World bureaucracy is so fast that we have a guy crunching numbers in the belly of the beast?
Nadex is an Eastern European man telling black people they can't say nigga. It just
Well, I mean, no, but Feodor is pointing out one of the greatest ironies of this community. I also, on that note, not only are there Eastern European people telling black people what they can and cannot do.
Oh my god!
I, a native English speaker, was told that my grammar was not acceptable for the community by a Romanian.
I think Nervous needs to do a full sweep on the staff.
Guys,
dude, Nervous is just too nice to them, man. I can
tell. I don't want to make any comments about Nervous. I want to go into this next point because I think you guys will really appreciate this, especially you guys listening, because this next part, it's about admins too. It's in the same vein of the topic. So I want to talk about this. This is, you guys may not know this, but there's a sub team called Roleplay Quality Management.
Oh no!
Where they're supposed to.
Does that really exist?
Let me finish, please. Where these guys are supposed to judge whether or not you guys are role playing properly. You know, your character.
Okay.
So this team has people like Wirblewind in it. You know, these kind of guys.
Fucking idiot.
This is so bad.
I just want to ask you guys here, you four here in front of me.
Okay.
Is this team useful, and are the people in it qualified to judge people?
Well, I will say this. Whirlwind was recently involved.
Let's let Bader go. Let's let Bader
go ahead, Fedor. Go ahead.
No, me. So basically, if someone that was good was telling me, yeah, hey, you shouldn't do this, I'd maybe listen. But bro, the state of the roleplay quality management team is fucking stupid. I've seen a screenshot not too long ago of Wirblewind saying to somebody, hey, this faction should get closed because he never paid his parking tickets in character.
Listen.
And that can't be real.
I will. No,
it is.
I know it is, but it's just like so unbelievable.
But I want to.
And IFC got a screenshot of it. I'm not being funny. If someone like that is telling me how I should and shouldn't roleplay, I'm not gonna take it serious.
Let me see if
I can't take it serious.
Yeah, but the thing is that they can punish people for this. They can punish people, remove their characters.
Exactly, and it's horrible. It's horrible.
Who have you known that's been punished by roleplay quality management? Because I would wager. I I didn't even fucking know that roleplay quality management existed up until now.
Well, you remember when Roleplay Quality Manager delivered the verdict that you couldn't rob jewelry stores because you're broke. You're a gamer.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, actually, Arcane, go ahead. You have a point about that, I think.
So this is what I want to say real quick. So just to touch up on the members that are in roleplay quality management before I move on to the entire like, oh, you can't do this because you're broke or you don't live there. You have someone in the the head of quality management or roleplay quality management, the guy that's supposed to be able to judge if your RP is good or not, PK'd someone because they got a restraining order against them. His Warbowen RP is some kind of like arsonist badass chick that like has a dick or something, and their entire personality is based around ERP. Like you have like these weird people that RP like these weird concepts that are like expected now to just go around and like dictate, yeah, this is okay and this isn't. And
Marcus,
to go further on that, go ahead.
I don't mean to. I'm not going to interrupt if I'm not going to build off of what you're saying.
Feodor's windy.
As the resident furry here, okay, I know.
If you're getting a lot of wind feedback in your mic.
Oh yeah, dude. I'm taking a walk, dude.
Why are you?
I'm gonna have to mute you if you don't.
Yeah. You really need that walk. You ask me. Relax.
You know, you put yourself in communities where people role play, and eventually, like when you warm up milk, you know, it develops a skin on the top that you need to stir every once in a while, or else it gets nasty, right? If you don't stir the pot every once in a while, you develop this weird group of people that are usually all banging each other that want to dictate what kind of environment people are having fun in and how they should be having that fun. You know what I mean? And that's what you've got with roleplay quality management. I don't know who the fuck some of these people are. And the ones that I do know, they all have fucking dick and balls and titties, and they're like Dog the Bounty Hunter with like a fucking private weapon. You know what I mean?
Go ahead, Arcane. Go ahead. You wanted to talk there.
Go ahead. I'm rambling.
Like,
go ahead.
Don't get me wrong. I don't think anyone in here is against like having some kind of like a team to enforce like a standard of quality for the server.
But it has to be people that are good.
It can't
exactly. They have to know what they're doing. Exactly. Yeah. Go ahead. Arcane. Yeah, I'm sorry to interrupt.
IFM saw that. Okay, we didn't have the manpower to make sure all the factions like what they're supposed to be doing. Let's make the IFM council where we take people from the community that know what the fuck they're doing and ask them, like, give them tasks like, hey, can you talk to this faction leader? Can you like give us advice on this? How should we proceed with that? Like, if that's what RP quality management was doing, where they had like a group of people that they can just like go to that actually had discussions instead of this guy's faction just closed down because he didn't pay his parking tickets. Like, who the fuck? Like, people don't pay their parking tickets in real life. Do you think they give a fuck?
I completely agree. And you know what? You know, I don't want to talk over you guys, but you know what is if in my opinion, FM Council should be the ones doing roleplay quality management than anybody else.
Well, before you two carry on, I just want to answer your question, Marcus, because I feel like I actually feel qualified. I've been around enough autistic people to understand this behavior.
Don't say the A word.
Trust me. Okay, all right.
No A word, no N word, please.
Yeah. So this kind of fucking you asked what bearing do parking tickets have over another person's judgment, right? Like, how can you possibly look down on someone for that kind of thing? It's because they're blurring in character and out of character. These are not characters that they've developed. These are just blurred representations of themselves.
This sounds very philosophical.
Yeah, I don't mean to get too deep about it, but these are just rose-colored Barbie dolls that look like them. Okay.
And I have another thing.
I mean, that reminds me. Before Bader begins, I'm gonna give you a chance, Bader. I'm sorry.
Go on. No, it's fine.
What that reminds me of what you just said there, Skip, is what we're gonna talk about probably next episode, if we are even allowed to. Notice my ban us all after this, like I said. But our next episode is probably gonna be about this kind of people you're talking about there, the Barbie dolls, the ERPers, small rats, especially,
right,
and influencing the server.
What's going on?
But yeah, Bader, go ahead.
So, and another thing I want to touch up on is I see a lot of people get age-old for, hey, don't do a crime out in public or whatever. But what's the point of PD and SD if someone's going to go commit a crime in broad daylight and they're going to get age-old for it? You can do, these admins can do one Google search and then something like this will pop up of a bunch of people getting killed in broad daylight in LA.
Well, not only
So
that, I think it's unfair to people in those time zones where it is daytime, right?
And it's not just that. People commit crimes in public, bro. It happens all the time in real life, especially in the city we're mirroring.
This was a serious problem. I was told recently, though, I was told by admins, people in high positions, that they talked about this recently in the actual staff meeting. This was brought up, and apparently it was dictated to them that they can no longer make judgments like that, or if they do, they have to check it in first.
All I want to say on that point is God bless the people in IFM that made that shit happen. Because I know that
honestly, IFM was spearheading that all the way, and
everybody let's clap for IFM.
Naeno from IFM, he wants to actually, he has his hand raised. So
is he speaking on that?
Yeah.
Okay, let's get him in. Yeah,
get him in here.
Hello.
Hey, Naeno, welcome, man.
Hi.
Welcome, Naeno.
Welcome, Naeno.
Hi. Yeah, so in regards to the whole in broad daylight thing, like you said, it's not fair for players who can only play during a certain time of the day. And also, crime has no time. It happens whenever and wherever, basically. And to even add on to that as well, there's no continuity agreement as to how many NPCs are in an area or none of that. So as of now, basically every area is as populated as it actually is in-game. So if you want to rob someone at the Peril Pier, you can't roleplay having like 500 people there and a police station that's decommissioned there, and try to use that as an excuse to like extend these safe zones that are just unrealistic and limit criminal roleplay.
Well said. Very well said.
Perfect. I'm glad you guys done something about that. Kudos to you guys. Fucking about time. Because I hate seeing it. Because there's no point of having a PD if they're not allowed to investigate and people get age-old. What the fuck is the point?
Just a quick question from the audience. So there was a decision where some guy, I'll send you the link to the report, but there was one time where this staff management basically upheld a decision where if someone insults you as a gangbanger and they're ignoring their FRP and you actually take action against them by like putting them in their place and just shooting them for being retarded, that you will be the one held responsible and you will be the one getting warned, because they gave Mother Superior a warning for killing a guy after he insulted them in the club. He went outside. He was held at gunpoint, and this is what he said. He literally said, "What are you gonna do? Shoot me?" That's exactly what he said, and Mother Superior got fucked with it. So hopefully we can get that.
Yeah, I think you should show Naeno. You should show Naeno the report actually, so he can look for it himself.
We need to start bullying the admins into quitting. I think that's the only
Feodor.
Couldn't agree more.
Radical opinion here. All right,
Feodor's pretty radical. He's like a anarchist. What can you expect?
All right.
But I think Bader had a question here too from one of the audience members.
Yeah. So this is a question from Damjan. He said, "Thoughts on subpar factions getting official and holding good concepts." So
think about that,
first,
yeah.
Since you're IFM, go ahead. What do you think about that?
Sorry, repeat the question.
Okay, so he says, Damjan says this: thoughts on subpar factions getting official and holding good concepts. Concepts that are not allowed to be done because they're official. So, like for example, LCN or AP or stuff that everyone wants to do.
People who have to forfeit their concept because they are on the precipice of becoming official.
Yeah.
And if you can even speak on behalf of your sub team, please. That's what they're asking for. Like an answer to that, if you can.
That one's a little tricky.
Oh, it sure is, man. I don't envy you, man.
Naeno, I actually have a question that a lot of people, some people ask me.
I don't think I can answer that question right now, but if you think that a faction is not up to standard or something, you can always put in a report. And we've been churning through them pretty quickly as of lately.
Well, there you go.
Naeno, I have a question. How long do you take? Does it typically take for an unofficial group to become official?
I mean, you don't have to be a group to become official, but I mean, being an unofficial group is beneficial to you because it lets us see what you're doing on a thread. and it also gives us more of a general sense of what's going on. We don't have to go through that process if you don't want to.
Yeah, there is a.
I have a question.
Sorry,
when we have
Skip. Oh,
time.
go ahead, Skip.
Go ahead.
Actually, you haven't getting your questions in, so I want to let you have that.
Well, I wanted to know while we're on that topic, the split between official and unofficial. You personally, nothing, no judgment on you for this.
That's what I was going to ask. Actually, go ahead. That's great.
What would you, if you could bend or alter in some way those that split between official and unofficial, the envelope for what is acceptable between the two of them, what would it be? Does that make sense?
Or?
Like LCN, for example. I'm not focusing on that in particular, but if you could bend that to allow more LCN.
You should let Bospy in here. He has his hands up, and he's pretty passionate about this certain topic.
Yeah, and shout out IFM for making
it. Is Bospy going to be serious, or is he going to meme like he did before?
He's got his hand up. He's got his hand up.
Okay, I have faith in Bospy, man. I love Bospy. I've known him for like almost 12 years,
for
man.
the record, you are correct. Bospy's a little goofball. He's a little stinker.
He's a funny. He makes you laugh so much, but
he is extremely passionate about this subject.
About what was the subject?
Bospy,
the question.
So the question, Bospy, is that if you could alter one thing about, I shouldn't say the envelope, the one thing about the overhead between becoming an unofficial faction, becoming an official faction, and the restrictions that come with becoming an official faction, if you could change one aspect of that, what would it be? And you can change it in any aspect.
Well, I'll put it this way: groups and factions, that was never really the intention. The whole idea behind factions is that we want to moderate every single organization that gets put on the server. And I mean organization meaning 3 or 4 people plus. Like, I'm pretty sure that's the official UCR definition for gang. So with reference to official and unofficial factions, there's no such thing as an unofficial faction. It's official factions and groups. Even official factions, I would only call them factions because there's nothing similar to LSRP. The LSRP system is antiquated. It's stupid. Why would you reward people that have been around like that? It promoted the wrong kind of role play. In my opinion,
hear on that, man.
In my opinion, shut the fuck up. I'm talking.
Let him finish.
Hey,
whoa. Well, he did have the floor, man. Relax, Feodor. He did have
it was a joke. It was a joke. It was a joke. It was a prank. I respect you, Feodor. I respect you.
Don't derail it, man. Don't derail it.
I respect you, Feodor. I love you, man. All right. Anyways, so the thing about LSRP's faction system, and I can say this as an IFM member on LSRP, it was very biased. Whoever got official got it basically by having enough staff members in the staff team or being friends with enough staff members. On this server, we give faction status to basically, for the most part, if you apply for a faction, we'll try to get to it within 2 weeks, and we'll give you the chance. Some newer people from LSRP or wherever else, they're not as satisfied that certain concepts are already occupied. For instance, Armenian Power is one of those. As far as I'm aware, Armenian Power has basically legitimized them. Like I've said, they can apply, and we'll debate it in IFM. It's not like they're restricted from making a faction. You can always start a group out and see how the group goes. So anyways, the things, to answer your question, to get back to your question, the things that I would say to delineate a group from a faction, basically, groups make it easier for us to keep tabs on people that want to become factions, because prior to that, we would just have submissions and we'd have a bunch of people be like, all right, here's our roster, here's our guys, here's our concept, let us know what you think. And that just really wasn't enough. When we started approving certain factions that would come in and immediately start like metagaming, like they do the hive mind thing where you can clearly tell they're metagaming by running around and beating the shit out of each other. Like just doing dumb shit. Like, it's pretty easy to tell when people are mass metagaming.
Right.
Like they'll do really subpar role play and they'll run around beating each other up and shit like that. I've noticed factions currently accepted even doing that. And I mean, it's not inherently against the rules. to be in a TeamSpeak channel when you're role playing, but if you're using that to your own
Chicken
advantage, then
Rappa
of course it
donated
is.
$1.
So anyways, I'm
Talk
off on a
about
tangent
hard
again.
drug use and also
So
SO
one of my
Toey.
ideas, and I have a lot of ideas
Can throw
for
Joey salads
a
in there
more
too.
distinct system, was to make it so that umbrella organizations like the Aryan Brotherhood or like the Black Car or like MA would have some sort of special status, like not per se, not per se official, because I really do not want any sort of weird OOC vote process where one faction is elevated over another because their role play is better or some shit. My idea for that would be that these organizations would always exist, and if the leader was shit, we could just remove them and replace them with somebody that's competent at illegal role play.
But the institution, the mechanics would remain.
Yeah,
the
exactly.
same.
That was one of my ideas for it, but I mean, I wouldn't want to explore it unless like one of these organizations just claps it. And I mean, right now they're all right. Like they're all right enough at the moment, like where it doesn't require our intervention at all.
Well, my question
sorry
is,
to.
hold on, Feodor. Bader wanted to. I think Bader had.
Oh
an
no,
input
I just
here.
had to do a quick one of the donator shout outs real quick. And
Go on.
Bader
Okay,
can-
yeah, put it in quick. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
All right, so Chicken Rappa donates dollars to talk about hard drug use, and also shout out Benway, Arcan, and Kill. We can throw Joey salads in there too. We'll have to talk about the drug use
Never
thing
stop
another
nutting.
time.
Hashtag never stop.
Yeah, we're running out of time here, so I want to let Bader get his input here. Bader had a piece to put here about because he's an old school SRP as well. So
yeah, no,
I hate to cut this off.
I know what you're saying about the LSRP system, Bospy, where it was basically because I used to run FM on there as well. It was basically on how many friends you had or whatever. But one thing I don't like about this server is how one individual can control a whole faction because they have supplier. So Vulcar was, Feodor was saying about Vulcar earlier. It's like, oh, the only reason no one fucked with him is because he had supplier, which I don't know if that's a thing or not with Vulcar. But to give that much power to one player over giving it to a whole faction, that's a bit stupid, no?
The whole supplier thing is rather. I want to reform suppliers to some degree as well at some point, but that isn't necessarily true if Vulcar left or got CK.
No, I'm not saying about just Vulcar. I'm
personally.
saying in general to give one player that much power over a whole faction. So basically, there'll be no one will touch them, no one will go against them, and it will become more of an OOC thing where people are like, yeah,
well,
we can't
realistically, if that person got killed, we would probably work with whoever did a coup to fucking give them supplier or something like that. I mean, I get your point. I get your point for sure, but the whole thing is that historically supplier has been abused, like to such a massive degree, especially gun supplier. We've had so many people just get gun supplier and abuse it. Having it limited to one person means that we don't actually have to shut down as many factions, like especially long-term factions, because as soon as you open up stuff like this to a bunch of people, what I think generally will happen is that they'll all engage in this stupid ass rule breaking activity where they metagame and they do dumb shit.
Yeah, one more thing as well. I was getting PMs about this the other day. By the way, I think it's a good rule. But there's someone was telling me something about you guys are not allowing any more LCNs, which for me is a good thing, by the way, because I don't want a bunch of crime families.
I mean, I wouldn't say we're not allowing any more LCNs. Just I personally, I really don't want to see any more like crime families pop up until the current ones die, and even then, we would probably police it to a certain extent, because realistically, West Coast LCN is different.
It's dead.
Like if there was. Well, it's not. It's dead in the sense that, like, yeah, there's no fucking crime family on the West Coast in Los Angeles. I mean, there might be an operation by like some Kansas City or some other family that sends like a small crew out there, and they might establish like a little tendril network. But something I've mentioned quasi mafias, and people made a meme out of that. But in reality, what happens is a lot of these guys, like former LCN guys, will actually be in witness protection, and they'll go on these fucking podcasts and shit. But these guys are used to committing crime, so they move out to the West Coast. They're on witness protection. They get booted out of witness protection, like what's his fucking name? Henry Hill. Like they'll get booted out of witness protection, and then they'll get a little racket going with a couple buddies of theirs, and it's literally just it's a crew of snitches and fucking scumbags.
Oh well, this happened with Sam McGravano as well in the famous case.
You're wrong.
He was selling a bunch.
He sold drugs. Yeah, he was selling drugs.
I think we can dedicate a whole lot more time. These are the topics that clearly we are passionate about talking about. I think we should address them again another time.
We'll definitely talk about this later.
I just want to point that out because I hear Feodor trying to get Watts in.
Well, I'll give Feodor one last statement to make since he was actually getting bowled over quite a bit here.
Before what's it called? Before the Feodor statement, I just have one more thing to say. I think Vulcar has donated again. This is the message that popped up. Vulcar has donated $1. Fuck Feodor. The black car is trash. Praise him. That's what it says.
Thank you,
Very
Vulcar.
good. But Feodor, make your point quick because again we got to wrap up here. We're way over time.
No, I was gonna say something about LCM, but it's irrelevant. Someone asked. I want to ask this question. Someone posed the question about Norteño gangs. What's going on with that?
I don't like to break away from precedent, but Knoxville's position, and he was the former head of IFM, and I'll respect that position. We always were against Norteño gangs because it just didn't make sense in the context of what we have. I mean, somebody has mentioned like Norteño cells in the past, and I don't fucking know shit about that. They might exist, they might not, but the thing about Norteños in Southern California, as somebody is saying in chat right now, literally, if you're a Norteño and end up in a Southern Californian prison, you're literally expected to go and get yourself in PC.
Would you want Bowling Broke to open up instead of TC? I think majority of prison role players.
That's a whole other conversation.
We'll talk about that next time.
That's next time. That's next time for sure, man.
But I think we've picked up enough to get.
If we're all banned after the end of this, that's
just to wrap it up, guys.
I want to thank Bospy and Naeno though for coming, being good sports, coming in.
Thank you so much.
We'd like, if you know an admin that wants to get on the podcast, we'll see about
I'd
that.
I'd also like to extend a personal
shout out High Mafia,
Naeno.
shout out IFM, shout out
but the biggest shout out I want to go to Conwell for posting it on Twitch. If you guys haven't already followed his Twitch channel, I'd suggest you do that as well.
Yeah, and again, guys, if you guys want these to continue, like to keep these streams rolling on, feel free to just voice of support, man. Voice of support. Add us.
We made $70 off of donations.
Yeah, shout out High Mafia, shout out AP13, shout out everyone that
donated, man. We appreciate you. Anyone that donated.
By the way, I want
to the admins, to the admins sat here right now thinking, "Fucking pricks, hey guys, it's just sports. We're being friendly."
Yeah,
I want to thank you,
and again, I just want to end, guys. Again, praise the Curia, guys. Praise the Curia.
Praise the Curia.
Shout out to Meganitis and all.
Thank you, guys.
Babylon for giving us this platform.
And that's it for tonight, guys. Tune in next time.
All right, you can